Hello, hello, hello. I don't know when you're watching this video, but I just wanted to share the look that we did at our meeting last night. It's called Revenge Glow. So for those of you who live locally, if you don't know what's happening, on Tuesday nights at 6:30, we're going to be at our makeover place in Fort Myers. You can text me, message me, whatever for the address, and you are welcome to join us. We do a quick miracle set, so we clean your face and get ready, and then we do a different look. So each week, we're doing looks that are called Uncomplicated Beauty. Looks for women who are busy working every single day and just need something quick or uncomplicated to get out the door and get their day going. So I'm hoping that this is working. My ring light has died. My camera on my computer is giving me some kind of yellow film kind of for whatever reason. So I'm recording this with my husband's work lamp, like emergency lamp, and my iPhone. So hopefully this will work out. But the look we're doing today is called Revenge Glow. And I don't necessarily like the name of it, but it's a beautiful look, okay? And the woman who put it together explained, like, Revenge Glow doesn't have to be, it could be that you just recently went through a breakup or got recently divorced, but it could also be you proving to yourself that you can be better. Like, divorce the old self and become a better you, a better self. So compete with yourself. So these are the colors that we're going to be using, plus one of our new shimmer sticks. This is Radiant Bronze. Okay, so it's Radiant Bronze, Gold Status, Cinnabar, Espresso, and then the cheek color is Rosy Nude. And so that's what we're going to be using today. And this is in our palette, or they keep changing the names of it. Not the petite palette, just the palette. I don't remember what it's called, the standard palette. But anyway, this is our essential palette, I think is what it's called. Anyway, this is beautiful. It has a mirror in it. You can travel with it. You can put little applicators here if you'd like, or you can put, these are all magnetic, and you can put all the colors in there. And I just realized somebody asked me to tell them about that, and I never did. So I have to respond to that. If I ever don't respond to a text that you've sent me, please just text me again. I'm not ignoring you. It either I didn't see it in the amount of text that I get, or I read it while I was driving and thought, oh, I got to follow up with this person, and then I didn't. So always follow up with me. Okay, what I love about these shimmer sticks, so many of you know that we used to have an amazing eye primer. And for whatever reason, they're saying they can't get the certain ingredient or whatever that goes in the eye primer. So I've actually been using these shimmer sticks every single day. I use a shimmer stick, and I have a mirror right here. I use a shimmer stick, and it works as a great primer. Now this is Radiant Bronze. It's a little bit dark, and I'm going to come up into my crease a little bit so that you can see the color, because I have deep set eyes that are now slightly hooded. That's what happens, right? But anyway, so I'm putting this on, and these are our shimmer sticks, and then you just blend it. I know you think, oh my gosh, Jerry Lynn, that's so dark, but I haven't blended it yet. You just blend it with your finger, and you can wear them really metallic-y, or you can blend it like I am with my finger, or you can use our wonderful eye blending brush, which is amazing, and just blend it out. And it takes some of the metallic look away and just gives you a nice shimmer. So you see that? Beautiful. Oh, you know what I did not do is get a tissue, because I usually have to clean up, but let's just go with it and see what happens. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use of course, our essential brush collection, which is awesome. And I'm going to use our all over eyeshadow brush in the Gold Status is the color. And the Gold Status is going to go right in here. If you can see, I'm just brightening up the inner part of my eye. And yes, I even came down underneath. So I'm just going to brighten the inner corner of my eye, because this is a little bit dark. So we're going to brighten it up and just brush this on. And if you are watching this video on the replay, just hashtag replay and then let us know what you think of the look, and if you're learning anything new. Also, let me know if you are divorcing the old you. Maybe you've already done this because it is March. So maybe part of your New Year's resolution, your 2026 goals, whatever it is, maybe you were putting some new habits into place that were going to create a better you. Put that in the chat, in the comments. And if you're watching this from an email that I sent to my clients, you can respond in email to me and let me know, what are you doing that's making you a better you? So now I'm using the all over, the eye blending brush. I love this brush, the eye blending brush. And this is Cinnabar. So this is, I've already applied the Gold Status. Now I'm on to Cinnabar, okay? And I'm going to put this on the outer part of my eye. And then, look, I'm using this fluffy brush, but I love it. Up onto my brow bone. Can you see that? Up onto my brow bone. In my crease, but up on my brow bone. And there you go, okay? And dip a little bit more to do the other eye. So a little bit onto my lid, then up. And see how easy, I'm not like meticulously placing the color. I'm just brushing it onto my brow bone. because Cinnabar can be a dark color. If you wanted it to be an accent color on the outside, you could wear it pretty dark. But we're just using this as a mid-tone, which is on our brow bone here. Now, you're like, oh my gosh, Darian, look at all this. That's called fallout. It happens. I'm going to grab a tissue, and I hope this contraption does not fall down as I go away. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I'm going to clean off my brush. I usually have my brush cleaner. Oh, I could have gotten it out of my starter kit, and I didn't, but that's okay. So I'm just going to clean this brush off because we're going to need it for later for blending all the colors. But now we're going to move to Espresso. And so I'm going to use our eye smudger brush, and Espresso is the darkest color right here. That's Espresso. Okay, we're going to use that color as our accent color. But look at how fast I did that. So I'm just going to dip this in the Espresso, and then I'm going to come out here on the outer edge of my eye to make it pop, and then just come across the lashes just a little bit. Just kind of give it a smoky bam. Now, depending on the shape of your eye, if you have protruding eyes or larger eyes, then you can even do this a little bit on the bottom. But I have deep set eyes, and so when you line top and bottom with deep set eyes, it makes your eyes sink into your skull, and then you can't really see your eyes as well. And the whole point is to accentuate your eyes so people are looking at them. These are great colors for blue and green eyes. Brown-eyed girls, you can wear whatever colors you want. But there's my Espresso. Now, the next thing I'm going to do with my Espresso is I'm going to use our eyeliner eyebrow brush, and I'm going to dip it into the Espresso, and I'm going to just go as close to my lashes as I can and use it as an eyeliner. So again, I only line the top lid. I don't line the bottom lid because of my eye shape. And honestly, and I know a lot of you have learned, you know, when you were growing up to just line the bottom. That was from the 80s. That was a makeup tip trend in the 80s. We don't want to do that anymore, because when you line only the bottom, it makes your eyes appear a little bit droopy. Like, look at how tired I look because all this powder has fallen down from me doing that. So what I'm going to do is take my tissue. I have not put my foundation on yet. I'm just going to take my tissue and wipe up. Sorry for the faces I make. Wipe up. It gives you an instant eye lift and cleans up. Now, I haven't blended just yet, so give me a second. I'm going to use that beautiful the eye blending brush, and I'm going to blend my colors together. And that's the application process. That's it. So there it is blended. Look how pretty that is. Okay, and then I'm going to do my mascara and put my face on so I can show you the cheeks and the lips. Oh my gosh, the lips are one of my favorites because it is a lip gloss, but it's enough color, it's enough pigmentation that it looks almost like a lipstick. So you can wear the lip gloss by itself with nothing else. Just know that you will have to reapply it. That's all, because it's a lip gloss. It's not going to stay on forever. So I'm going to quickly just curl my lashes. And remember, if you are saying goodbye to the old you, this is your look to say, look, I am a new person. I am better. I am stronger for whatever it is that I've gone through. And these are some new habits that I'm creating to make myself a better person. So for example, I've learned from a mentor of mine to fast. Okay, I have to look at my mirror. I don't think I can look at my phone to do this, but this is my lash intensity. I'm going to come back to fasting in just a second. But I actually wear 2 mascaras. I don't know if you all have watched my makeup tutorials before, but I use lash intensity first. People ask me sometimes if I have false eyelashes on, but I don't. I wear lash intensity, and then I apply Great Heights mascara over top of it. Sometimes I do 2 coats of the Great Heights mascara, but it just, you really don't need false eyelashes unless you're doing something. You know, I did wear false eyelashes when I did my foundations for fashion course so that you could see my lashes on the camera. But unless you're doing something super fancy like our award show, a banquet, a gala, you can get away with 2 to 3 coats of mascara. That's all you need. So I'm just going to do that and let it dry. So while that is drying, I'm going to apply my, oh no, I forgot my foundation primer. Hold on one second. Okay, I found my foundation primer. If you don't use this, I can't imagine putting my foundation on without it. Now, if you use a CC cream, I'm just going to use that little bit, okay? If you use a CC cream, you don't really need a primer because the primer is built into the CC cream. So But if you use one of our regular foundations, our 3D foundations, whether it's matte or luminous, you want to make sure that you put your primer on first. It fills in all the flaws. Your foundation goes on so smoothly. I just love it. I can't imagine not using it. I really can't. I have not used it, and it felt weird going on, honestly. It did. So I also want to show you my forehead because I don't think I talk about this product enough. Look it. I am about to be, well, I don't want to tell you my age, but let's just say I'm not 25 anymore. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'll probably put this on social media so you'll see it again, but you guys will hear the scoop first here. Laugh lines and forehead lines begin at the age of 25, okay? Crow's feet are supposed to start at the age of 30. But I will tell you, if you use a good skincare line, then you won't have to worry about these things, or it'll develop later in life. So my later in life, laugh lines and forehead lines are supposed to start at the age of 25. Look at my forehead. I have never had injections ever in my face. So Mary Kay has come up with an amazing product called the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. And it's just a cream that you put on your forehead. You can put right here. I put it out here. And honestly, I use it on my lip wrinkle too. The company doesn't say that's what it's for, but that's what I use it. I mean, you know, we're women. We find ways to fix our issues, right? We use products for things that they're not supposed to be used for, but that's what we do. Anyway, look, I told these ladies, I did an event at the YMCA last week, and they asked me about injections. And I was like, oh, you don't need injections. You just need our Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. And it has natural ingredients. I'm just going to blend my eyes a little bit more. It has natural ingredients that reduce your muscles there, your expression muscles there, and it reduces your wrinkles. And I lifted my bangs and I said, look, and I told her my age, and she looks at me and she says, you must not have a worry in the world because I have no wrinkles. I said, no, I use really great product and I know Jesus. And so therefore I have no wrinkles. And there you have it. Okay, now, if you haven't used our light peach, well, depending on your skin tone, but it's our new under eye corrector. Very little. This is what it looks like. And I have it on the back of my hand. And very little goes a long way. So I just put my foundation on. And I'm going to put my under eye corrector on top of it because everyone is saying you should let your foundation do its job and then see what's left. Oops. Hold on. I just used the wrong brush. This is the right brush. It's the cream. As you can see, I have a lot of concealer on there. It's the cream color brush. And you're just going to put it in here to brighten the eye area. And everyone says you're supposed to put it on after your foundation. I always put it under my foundation because it's peach. It's not your color. But let's do what everyone says. See what we think. What do you think? I guess you can't tell that it's peach. And it really brightened my eye area. Huh. You can learn something new, even if you've been a beauty consultant for 24 years. But you know what? Technology is always changing. So they're always changing how you should do things, right? So I'm just going to put it out here. I have a little darkness out here. And I'm going to clean up my eyeshadow. And there you have it. I have foundation primer. I have the 3D matte foundation because I'm oily skin. And then I just put our under eye corrector in light peach. If you're a bronze skin tone lady, you're going to use deep peach, but you really need to cover that with a skin colored concealer or your foundation because that's really, it's like a red. Okay, now my lashes have probably dried, so I'm going to finish my eyes by applying my Great Heights mascara. Oh, I was going to tell you about fasting. How funny is that? I started putting my lashes on. I remembered what I was talking about. That's so funny. Okay, so a friend of mine taught me that you should really fast for a minimum of 14 hours. So, for example, if you eat dinner by 7 o'clock at night, you're done eating by 7 o'clock at night. She says, do not eat a morsel of food 3 hours before you go to bed so that you sleep better and your body is digesting all the food that you've eaten that day before you decide to put more food in it the next day. So if you eat your last morsel of food by 7 p.m., you won't eat again until 9 a.m. So I've been making these little changes in my eating habits, and it also helps me from not snacking at night when we're watching TV or before I go to bed, which is great. And I'm really seeing a difference. I've also learned, you know, you really need to be eating like 150 grams of protein every single day, no matter what size you are. And I try my best to at least get 100. I don't know that I make it to 150 every day, but I try to get 100 grams of protein every day. And so I've learned this new recipe for protein balls that I really, really like. I was going to eat my breakfast while I did this and talk with you about it, but I ate them already. I didn't get ready fast enough, and I had Bible study this morning. So this is after Bible study. I'm putting this on. And there's 6 grams of protein. So like, did you know there's 6 grams of protein in a hard-boiled egg? So if you get tired of eating eggs, you can have a protein ball, and the protein ball has peanut butter. And I love peanut butter. So I don't know if you like peanut butter or not, but they work out well, and there's the same amount of protein as an egg. So there you have it. Those are some of the tips that I've implemented in to make myself a better version of myself so I can wear this look, the Revenge Glow. What do you think? This is the eyes are done. That wasn't so hard. I think every single one of you could do this. And now we're going to apply the cheek color. The cheek color is called Rosy Nude. Rosy Nude. So let me get my favorite cheek brush of all times. You guys, you would never know it, but I literally just cleaned my brushes this weekend. Well, I suppose it is Wednesday, so. Okay, so I'm going to use Rosy Nude. I put it on my brush, smile, bring it up here to the temple, and pull it down to the apple, and just go back and forth. So it's a very natural glow on your face. And there's your cheek color. What do you think about this look? It went on a little bit dark at first, right? You thought, oh my gosh, Jerry Lynn, why are you putting that radiant bronze on your whole face? I mean, on your whole lid. But it looks really pretty. And finally, the final piece is Berry Delight Lip Gloss. Wait till you see this color if you've never seen it before. You don't need a lipstick. It is bright. It is beautiful. And if you have blue eyes, watch my eyes. Here are my eyes. Watch. They're going to get bluer. It'll change right in front of your eyes. Wear a bright lip color. It'll make your light eyes even lighter. Hold on, I gotta get this. Okay, there we go. What do you think? And there you have it. Did my eyes change color? Let me know. This is Revenge Glow. Thank you to all my guests that came last night to our event. We had so much fun. And again, if you're local and you ever want to join us, Tuesday nights, 6:30. Next week's look is called Iced Latte. So if you love your coffee, come join us. And it's also great for blue eyes as well.